We have a fucking unicorn in our audience. I mean, a unicorn. Sorry, everybody. We say fuck a lot this evening, in these evenings, so if you have delicate ears, you may want to fucking leave now. I don't know. Who likes Halloween candy? Yeah. Yes. Who doesn't is more like it. Diabetics. That's not funny. That's not a funny joke. Sugar-free. I do not have any sugar-free candy, but I have vodka that I think I might have spilled a little bit. And if you notice, there's not vodka at the bar, is there? No. If you take... Who's so sad about that? If you're nice, I know where it's stored. If you take a Farm2Table class, you too can have vodka backstage. I'm just saying, for a small fee and 6 weeks of your life, you can have vodka for one night, free. Well, not free, because you pay for the workshop, okay? I have a mortgage. Who would like some Halloween candy? Yes. All right. I have a special piece of candy that I kept for Jen Emery. I can't really see her, but I know she's all the way in the back. It's a peanut butter cup. It's been down here. I've been saving it. So it's nice and warm. And then like warm peanut butter and chocolate, just kind of like smushed a little bit. Just perfection. Yes, so feel free to pass this around. I'll fill it back up if you guys are nice.
Woo! Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to Farm2Table Comedy, everybody. Where you can clap for that. You can clap for that. Got it. That was really weak for a full house, but it's cool. It's cool. Thank you. You're holding drinks, so I get it. Where we have a 6-week program where we take ripe non-comedians and put them before you and terrify them by putting them before you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for laughing. Thank you for laughing at me. I'm sure I'll get drunk this evening, so if all else fails, you can laugh at the drunk girl. So, who doesn't love that? I do it. Anybody else have a really shitty, stressful week? Yes. Yes to that. Do you like have any body issues that happen when you get stressed out? If you're like me, you just don't deal with your stress, you just kind of push it down. And then people are like, are you okay? You're like, yes. And inside, you're like, I'm dying inside. And then when you go to buy Halloween candy and you're standing in the grocery store, your body just revolts. And like something weird happens and you're standing next to somebody and you're buying candy. And then I actually think the sound came out of my belly button. I don't think it came out of anywhere else. But I was just like, trick or treat, bitches. Sorry, dude. Stressed out. But tonight is meant to make you less stressed out, to laugh and have a good time. Are you ready to laugh? Hey, one piece at a time. Okay? Come on now. You don't need anybody going into like shock, diabetic shock. We can call an ambulance. It's cool. Although I don't know if an ambulance can get here. You guys got here, which is amazing. It's amazing. Nobody got stabbed in the parking lot. It's good. I always bring a whistle and some mace with me when I come here, so solid. All right. Are you guys ready for our first comedian? Yes. Like, get that bitch off stage. It's cool. Our first comedian is the founder of Farm2Table Comedy and the janitor and pretty much everything else. So I birthed his child, so there's that. We're not married. No, I'm just kidding. We're married. For all you Catholics in the house, we're married. And we were before we got... Wait, we had a child before we got married. Or we were married and then we had a child. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm going to have some more vodka. And I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Geoffrey Neill.
Inside my bones, it goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home.
Welcome to Farm2Table. The crowd is here. You guys, you made it. Good job. Good job. I made it to my 9-year-old nephew's wrestling match. Yeah, the people there, they're crazy. They're like, get in that ring and kill him. It's like modern day Sparta, really, is what it is. And they, like, rip his head off. Hi Dad, thanks. And my nephew was awesome. He did awesome. Like, he was like this little 3rd grader, and he was against a 6th grader. And like, he did this move where he actually picked him up and he like chucked him on the ground. And I guess you would at wrestling. And as like his opponent is like splattered on the ground, he then like takes the kid's head and just shoves it into the mat, just like an orange juicer. And I'm like, oh, well, that's not necessary. But he he kept doing it, and he looks up and he like kind of smiles. I'm shoving a 6th grader's head into the ground, in front of all of you parents. And you're cheering. And because I was like, yeah, kill him. Like a bunch of grown-ass adults just watching the kid smear the other kid into the ground. And and we were like totally stoked. Like, I was really proud of him. Like, I was like, that's my nephew who's shoving that kid in the ground. Like, that's, and because I was having fun, I was like, wow, we're collectively rooting for this, somebody to get destroyed. Yay, sports. And, and I had forgotten about that scenario. And then the election came around. And I was just like, feeling like, I'm like, what? I can align with half of the country and just go bananas? Like, what? Thank you, America, for allowing me to like cloak my anger in like righteous democracy. Because I like went and I saw the debates and they like gave me a pitchfork and a torch, and I was like, yes, you're right, you're showing me that they're evil. Let's burn down their Twitter feeds. And I'm just excited because when my candidate wins on November 8th, I'm not just gonna be excited that they win, but I'm really excited that I get to just express my inner 3rd grade wrestler. Just shove my opponent into the ground, just you didn't really do anything to me, but I'm glad I can make you the focus of what I really think is problems in my life. So I'm pretty much freebasing political rage right now. I don't know if you guys are. And I think it's mainly because I'm growing up. Well, maybe not growing up, maybe growing laterally. That's the, because my work pants are kind of getting my tight pants. I put them on the other day and I was like, did I put these in the dryer? Because as an adult, that's the worst thing you can do, to clothes that are over $30, and husbands should not really be allowed to put things in the dryer, because I'm always the culprit. I'm always the Crystal, she holds up a tiny $1 zillion outfit. It's like, did you dry this? I did. Of course I did. I put the wash in the dryer. That's what I did, you know? Because like, if I didn't, like, you know, clothes have the opportunity to smell like a stairway of a downtown parking facility. You know, and I like the smell of bounce more than homelessness. I do. So yeah, so like I'm putting on my work pants, tight pants, and I realized something. I'm like, okay, you know, because nice pants, like nice men's pants, they have a lot of fly closures. Like there's like a button and then like two hooks and then like another button. You know, and I never really kind of put two and two together before, because I was like, I just thought like the tailor thought that I had an agoraphobic penis or something. But like, you know, or like, you know, and anybody has worn these, you know, I mean, you know, like any drunk businessman is not going to not pee themselves. You know, that's how it works. But like when you know, when I put on my work pants, I ended up realizing, oh my gosh, if there's only one button here, that would be such a stressed out button. Just like, just holding on, holding on. And so, yeah, because the three, you know, lock and closure, I was like, it was like I had a SWAT team down there. Like, we got this, guys. And so I put them on, and I felt like, you know, okay, during the day, you know, they'll probably loosen up, right? And that wasn't the case. But what I found out was, like, that SWAT team had a special, like, you know, one-tooth hook that, like, just, like, bit the hell out of my pelvis all day. Just like, just like every 15 minutes, I get a little more squeezed shame, you know. So I couldn't wait to get home and put on my stretchable knits. It was just like, you know, I'm like, where are my Star Trek pants? You know, I need as much, like, you know, stretchy material as I can. But and you know, I'm excited because, like, we live in the Star Trek times, right? Like, these are the times that, like, in the 60s they dreamed about. They, like, were like, oh, you know, and then there will be the computers that talk, and cars will drive themselves, and doors will open for themselves. They'll be just like, psh, and you'll go through. And like the other day I went to Target and it was like, psh, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here. You know? And like, you know, like, how did they do it? They really just nailed the future. I was like, wow. But they nailed most of the future. They didn't get the sounds quite right, you know, because like there was like, you know, the Target workers were probably like, yeah, that's a little too loud. That psh, you know, that we're not going to do that. Psh, turn that volume down on that. Psh, it's too much. But I understand, like in the 60s, like it was important. It was probably helpful because, like, you know, Spock was like sneaking up on everybody. You know, just like, oh, Spock, you scared me. You snuck up on me, Spock. You know, because like it's spooky at night in space, right? Like, Scotty, turn up the volume on the doors. Turn up that psh. It's like, Spock is a shit. Yeah, but so we live in the Star Trek times. We live in times of keyless entry. Like, keyless entry! You know, I like wish my house had keyless entry, you know, just like, you know, mainly because I always lose my keys. You know, just that, and I have to go to the bathroom. Like, you know, and that's the worst time to have to go to the bathroom is because you have to handle keys. And like, for some reason, like, it's the fine motor skills. Like, for some reason, my bladder can't multitask. I like put the key in the lock and my bladder's like, this is too hard. I can't do both. I just think it would be so much easier. My name is Kirk and I have to go potty. You know. All right, you guys, you have a good crowd and a good amount of students ahead of you that are going to knock your socks off in terms of hilarity. So, thank you. My name is Jeff Neill.
Oh, you're welcome. Where's my fucking candy? Where's my... Did someone say, hey, you okay?
I'm taking my time with the candy.
Oh, okay, okay. Take your time with the candy. I starred in that movie in college. Just kidding, I didn't go to college. I'm done.